Hey everyone, welcome back to Girl Talk. Thank you so much for joining me. Before we get started, as always, if you can give me a like, share, a thumbs up, comment, all that other good stuff, I would appreciate it. So, I did two videos on Mackenzie Shirilla, and I did touch a little bit on the text messages, but I found a site. It's called Brandy Investigates. Um, and it's on YouTube here. And I will tag her. And if all goes well, because we're still trying to figure the kinks out, I will put her link up. Guys, this woman is a saint. And I think she has way more patience than I do. Um, she is reading, brace yourself, 32,000 pages of text messages between Mackenzie and Dom. 32,000. Now, I realize that this spans over a few years, but my God, I didn't listen to them all because honestly, my ears were bleeding. And not because of Brandy, she's doing an awesome job, but just because of the language and the entitlement of these text messages. Um, AG Tactical is also another one that is doing some awesome coverage on this case. So go check him out too. And I do want to tag both of them in this. And like I said, we're still figuring the kinks out. So I will try to get his channel uploaded onto here too, as a link that you could check him out because he's really cool. But back to these text messages. Now, I don't know, guys, but I'm only a state over from Ohio. And apparently, wherever they are in Ohio, you can do whatever the hell you want. You can say whatever you want. But my question is, when you get out of that small town and you get in the real world and you talk like that, you better watch who you talk to like that because people aren't going to bow down to you. Um, Mackenzie's not asking, she's telling. And this actually goes back to when she was 16 years old. And I guess my thoughts on this, first of all, if I was Dom, my phone would have been shut completely off. Either that or she would have been blocked. Um, she would not have talked to me that way. Um, and the mental abusive behavior is just ridiculous. Um, and this is from a 16-year-old. So I think it's a pretty good thing that she is in jail because if she would have pulled this as an adult, I don't think it would have worked out for her too well. Just saying. But in some of these text messages, and again, 32,000 pages. From what I understand, there were a lot of times she wasn't going to school. And she was more worried about getting high and going over to Dom's house. Now, what Dom was doing for money, I don't know. And I'm not going to comment on that because, of course, and unfortunately, he's not here to defend himself. So we won't comment on that. But I guess my question is, we know she was going to school, kind of like a VOTEC for cosmetology. I had my first job when I was 16. And when The accident happened, she was older than that. Who has time for 32,000 pages of text messages? I don't. You don't. I've never heard such a thing. Um, why wasn't she working? Now, if she was going to cosmetology school, and again, maybe Ohio's a little bit different, I don't know. But logically, she could have been a hairdressing assistant. It would have been right up her alley. And I don't want to give this girl credit at all, but I kind of have to. If she can do hair and she can do makeup and she can do nails, we know in jail she's crafty. Um, as long as she would have shown up to work, but you can't show up to work high, so maybe that was the issue. Um, but why was she not working? Why did she have all this time? And once again, I have to ask the question, why did the parents allow it? Why did the parents not tell her, you're 16 years old? It is time to have responsibility. Now, we do know that she was dog sitting, I believe. That's not a hard job. Um, that's not even a part-time job. That's what, you go for an hour, you let them out, you come back, feed them, and that's not a job. That's a hobby. That's a favor. We're not calling that a job. And I think maybe, don't quote me on this, was there a donut place, but she didn't last long there either. Um, why did she have all this time? Why did the parents not make her get a job? And why is there these 32,000 pages of text messages? Am I the only one thinking this? Um, but listening to these text messages, um, it was so I don't even know the word. She's so condescending and she's so vile and demanding. And I have to just look at it. And I'm from the country too, don't get me wrong. And I am from a small town. And that's where I grew up. That's where I still am. And I get it. Everybody knows everybody and everybody kind of sticks together. But when you get out in the real world, um, that is not how it goes. She was not living in the real world. Oh my goodness. It's morning, guys. Bear with me. Um, her parents allowed this. And I guess my question too, I know in a couple of text messages that I listened to, um, when she didn't get her own way, or if Dom didn't answer right away, she's like, I'm going to tell your mom. Well, let me just tell you, if I was Miss Russo, um, I think I would have been like, first of all, I'm staying out of your relationship. Second of all, um, you are toxic, and now you're getting me involved. Are we really sure you want to do that? That would be my first question. It was always, oh, I'm going to tell your mom. I'm going to tell your mom. Well, did anybody tell Mackenzie's parents? And if they did, why didn't they take her phone? Um, and if she wouldn't give the phone up, well, guess what? She would have been off my plan. What am I missing here, guys? But I don't know. We may have to take a road trip to Ohio because apparently there you can get away with anything you want. Uh, you can say what you want. You can, I don't know, just demand everything and you get it. So what the hell? We're all moving to Ohio, right? But I just wanted to jump on real quick and again, 32,000 pages of text messages when both of them, and I do want to say that, and I know what I said earlier about Dom. I don't know what he was doing for money, so I'm not going to comment on that. Both of them should have been busy working. There should have been no time to have all these text messages. And as far as Mackenzie goes, she should have been going to school and she should have been working. The parents allowed it. And that is once again where they failed. Shame on them. So I just wanted to jump on here, but if you can and if you have time, take a listen. And again, that's over at Brandy Investigates and AG Tactical, covering some awesome coverage on this. So go take a look and we'll talk soon, guys. Thanks. Bye.